Welcome back, my dear students. So now in this particular video, we're going to be starting up with our designing of this e-commerce website. Now let me tell you how we're going to design the website. First of all, we will be designing the header. Then we're going to be designing the footer. Then we're going to be working up with archive pages. I'm going to tell you what the archive pages are. Then we're going to be taking a look at single pages, what this is right here. And then after that, then we're going to be designing our home page to be like amazing website right here. This is how we are going to be working up with it. So let's just go ahead and let's get started. First of all, what you need to do is to go into the customize so that you are in the theme customizer. Once you are in the theme customizer, if you are getting the restore autosave, just click cross and let's just get started from right here. Now when you want to customize your header, when you bring your mouse to this, you can see it just gives you a pencil logo. If you click on it, you are actually taken to the primary header that is coming right here, and now you can go ahead and you can work with it. Let's just go ahead and let's go back, and right now we are in the header builder. We are right here. Now you can see that you will be seeing 3 headers by the default. So if you need a top bar, you are good to go. And if you want to go with the primary header only, like you should be only getting one single header, you can also do that. In the primary header, first of all, we need a primary menu, and then we also need a shopping cart as well. So we will be adding that. Not only that, we also want to add a search icon over here too, so that the person can go ahead and search for the products directly from the website. Once you have added everything, you can see this is how it's looking. And now what we will do is that we will first of all go ahead and click on the cart page to just design it accordingly. You can see this is how the cart page is looking. We've got whether you want to display the cart total, whether you want to display the cart title. This is right here. I don't want to display the cart title, but I do want to display the cart total that is being shown right here. If you want to hide it, you can go ahead and you can hide it too. And this is going to be a simple cart page, cart icon coming right here. However, I like it with the cart total so that the person can see like what is the total of his shopping cart. Now let's go to the design page, and you can see this is how this is being designed. We've got the style to be outlined. You can set it to be filled. And you can see that right now our just bag is actually filled. Similarly, you can work with the color, so you can decide like which color you want to use. You can just choose it to be purple, and you can see how it is turned to purple. Now remember one thing about the color scheme. Whatever the color you will be choosing in this particular website, just make sure to stick with it and do not use any other colors beyond that. So let's suppose that you want to use blue and yellow color combination on your website. I would recommend you to go ahead and then stick with it and do not use any other color beyond that. So let's suppose that our primary colors is set to blue. Now we will be sticking up with it, and the accent colors, like whether if there is something like on hover effects, you can use a combination of yellow. You can go on with it. Now we've got the border radius, so you can work with the border radius, like how much you want to go with. You can increase that, and you can see how it just turns. We will be just switching back to the default because it kind of looks the same way. I kind of like it, the outline, because outline is just like a much more sleek design, so I'll be switching up with that. Now, here are the designs for the cart tray, which is the this of the tray that is coming. Now we have got this separator color and link color. Let's just go ahead and let's take a look at it. If we change our separator color to red, and now if you bring your mouse, you can see that how is it looking. But I kind of do not like the separator colors at all. So what I can do is that I can just keep it to be transparent. And now when I will bring my mouse, there as you can see that no separator is right here. Similarly, we have got the link color as well. So the link color is actually set to blue. So let's just set this to blue. And on hover, we will just change it to yellow. Now you can see how is it just turning to yellow. But on yellow, it kind of doesn't seem to be good. So we will go ahead and we will change this to the gray color. And now when we bring our mouse, you can see how is it turning gray. And this is also just working perfectly with the black on hover, so we do not need to change it. Similarly, the cart button, the checkout button, these are the styling for it. If you want to work with the background color, the text color, you can go ahead and you can do that. Remember one thing, the first one is actually the normal color, and the second one is actually on hover. That means that when you bring your mouse to this, which color you want it to be changed to. I like the default one that is being used, so I'll go ahead and I'll stick up with it. Now we are fully done with our WooCommerce cart settings. Let's just go ahead and let's take a look at our menus. You can either click on this pencil right here, or you can click on this primary menu right here. That's going to just show you the styling for it. So if you want to edit the menu right here, what you can do is that you can click on it and it's going to take you like how you want to just like work with it. And you can see this is the menu one that we created. You can click on edit menu and this is your menu that's been coming right here. But we don't want to make any change in our menu. So what we will do is that we will just go ahead and we will do it. Just click on the pencil button. This is how you can see it's looking. Now what we want to do is that you can go ahead and you can work with the width of the sub menu. So you can see this is how the sub menu is working, right? Let's suppose that I just change the width of it. You can see how it's increased. If I just bring it to 8 pixels, you can see how it's just like very much smaller. And you can decide like what is the width of this and you can just stick with it. So let's suppose that I want to go with 178 pixels. You can see how cool is it looking. But I'm going to be switching back to the default that's been using. Now let's go ahead and let's move up to the design. And now we have got this menu hover style. So let's suppose that you say to be zoom in. Now, if this is actually not being effective, what I would recommend is going up there, publishing the page, and then opening your website again in a new tab so that you can see the actual change. You can see how this effect is being working. Let's just go ahead and let's change this to underline, and let's go ahead and let's publish the page, and let's go ahead and let's refresh this, and let's see how does it work. So here you can see how this is working. I kind of do not like it at all, so I will be using the none. And for this particular website, we will be using the hover effects only. We will not be using menu hover style. We will be using hover color effect. Now we have got this top offset. So if you increase it, and now you go into this right here, you can see that how much it is just like down right here. But we will be switching back to the default right here so that this is actually in a perfect way. Now we have got this submenu animation, which is set to none. So you can see how this effect is coming. Let's suppose that if we just say slide down, you can see how this effect is coming and how this is coming as a slide down. Similarly, if we just set it to be fade, now you can see how this is coming in a fade away. I kind of like it to be like, let's see the slide up. Slide up doesn't ring a bell, but I kind of like it to be slide down, and slide down kind of works perfectly. Now we have got this border width. So like how much border width you want, you can go ahead and you can work with it. Similarly, we have applied the top border. Like you can see a blue line that's been coming. If you take a look at this, you can see what is a blue line that's coming. So if you want to increase that, you can do that. And you can also work with the border color. So border color is the one that we will be using for a blue color on our website for the border color. Now let's just go ahead and let's work with the menu color. Menu color is this color that's coming right here. All right. So let's see like the text color on normal, on hover, and on active. Now if you take a look at this page, like this is the home page that is actually selected. All right. And now we need to indicate our client, or we need to indicate our customer that actually home page is selected. What you would need to do, you would need to change the active color. So let's take a look at the text color. The text color is going to be blue. The hover color is going to be black. And the active color is also going to be black. Now let's go ahead and let's publish the page and let's see the magic. Now if I just go onto my website and I just refresh this, you will see that the home is actually set to black, telling me that okay, home is selected. Similarly, you can go ahead and you can use background effects for the hover as well. So let's suppose that this is set to black. Let's suppose that I just choose it to be blue, and I'll just see how is it working. Similarly, on active color, you can just set this to blue, and you can go ahead and you can save the changes. And now if you will come up to the website and you will refresh this, you can see how is it looking. But I kind of do not like it, so I will go ahead and I will revert it back to the original. Now we have got this menu font. You can click on it and it's going to tell you that what is the font you want to use. So for this particular course, we will be using Open Sans as our font, and we will be working up with it. You can work with the sizing of it. You can increase the sizing, you can decrease it. Similarly, the weight, you can just set it to be light, and you can see how much lighter it is. You can even set this to be like normal, and you can see how this is in a normal way. Now we've got this menu spacing. So let's increase it. Let's suppose that I say 1 pixel from every side. You can see that how much spacing I've got. Now I want to increase it, and you can see how this is being increased. I kind of like it with 13 pixels, so we're going to be sticking up with it. Similarly, in the menu font, there's also line height. So you can increase it, just like decrease it, and you can see how this is just like working, right? Let's suppose that I just decrease it and I just set this to 0. Then this is set to 0. And now I just increase it, and you can see that how this is working. So what I will be doing is that I will be setting this to the default, and I will move back. Now we have got the margin, and we will be talking about margins later on because we do not need to worry about the margins right now. Let's move back, and now we are fully done with this. Now let's take a look at the icon, like the search icon that we have added. You can increase the size by just dragging it like right or left, and you can also work with the design. So you can change the icon color, and you can also work with the margins that we will be talking in detail later on. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the site identity and the logo, and let's design it. So right here, it says logo. It says select the logo you want to use. So what we will do is that we will click on select logo, and now we will go ahead and we will upload our logo file. So this is our logo file. What I will do is that I will select it, and I will hit select. And now I will go ahead and I will click script cropping, and you can see the logo will be uploaded. But what I want to do is that I want to work with the logo width. So what I will do is that I will decrease the size of it till I get the perfect sweet spot. And you can see this is the perfect sweet spot I've got here. Now it says, do you want to display the site title? I will just uncheck this, and I will go ahead and I will leave it as it is. Now this particular logo, you can download from the resources, clicking the button, and click the download button. If you want to use your own logo for your own particular website, you can design it. And if you do not know how to design the website logo, you can go to fiverr.com. This is basically a freelancer website, and now you can go ahead and you can search for logo, and you can hit enter, and it's going to tell you a lot of people who will be designing your particular logo for under $10 basically. It can go below to $5, and you will get a perfect logo for your web page. Now we have got whether you want to display the tagline, you can select that. And now we have got this site icon. Right here on the top where it says the WordPress, if you want to use a site icon for that, you can go ahead and you can select that. And let's suppose that I want to use this. I will select it, and now I will just go ahead and I will use it this way. Now I will go ahead and I will hit crop. And now you can see that the logo will be right here, telling us that actually this is actually the site icon right here. Now you're fully done with it. Let's just move back to the design and let's take a look at it. For the designing part, you do not need to worry about it because this is the logo and this is how it's looking. Now if you go into the header builder, you can see we have got the transparent header. And transparent header is something that we will be talking in detail later on when we will be designing our homepage. This is our header so far, and how cool is it looking? Let's go ahead and let's publish our page, and let's take a look at the website and let's see how is it looking. This is how the website is looking. We've got the cart page, we've got this, and let's click view cart. And here we are in the cart page as well. Let's go to the shop page, and you can see that the shop is actually set to black, telling us that this is how your products will look like. Now we are fully done with our header design. In the next video, we will be working up with if you want to create a top bar where you can add a My Account link there so that persons can go ahead and directly log into the My Account by just clicking the top bar. And if you want to add a phone number right here, if you have a support person in there, you can go ahead and you can create that too. In the next video, we will be talking about that functionality. Stay tuned and bye-bye.